Hello, my name is Dr. Shambles and today we're going to have a more chilled video. This is a very important video. This is theory crafting where I'm going to be looking at the OP07 strategy for the red purple law. I think you guys need to hear this. I think this is very interesting and pretty much I'm just going to try to explain why red purple law is so strong in OP07, what's the usual playstyle and strategy for the deck. We are going to analyze 4 deck lists. And then I'll explain why are people making these deck profiles. So again, we're just going through the theory behind the deck building. So first of all, let's just see this one. I've already seen all of these deck lists. I'm just gonna explain the reasons why they play what they play. So let's just go over this very quickly. 2 Queens, 4 Eins, 4 Shashin Penguins, 2 Trafalgar Laws, 4 Zoro Jurus, 4 Blocker Kids, 4 Rajus, 4 Bond Clays, 2 Sanjis, 4 Otamas, 4 Gordons, 2 Trafalgar Laws, 2 Sharias, 4 Race Max and 4 Kid and Killer. What we need to focus here on the new strategy for OP07 is 5 cards, which are Ein, Shashin Penguin, in this case Zoro Juro, I'll explain in a while, and then Bond Clay as well with lastly Sanji. Let's go over Sanji because Sanji is the newest card. Sanji is very important for your deck and to be honest I've been having money problems, but I really want to pick up 4 copies of this card. So the problems we kind of have in AB01 and OP06 is we need to deal with 1, we need to deal with Sakazuki, and 2, we need to either decide to run more 2k counters or more blockers. This is because you have counters like Yamato, which can in fact just rest your blockers, but you kind of need Shariah early game, you know, when she can't play the Jones to rest your blockers, or you need more 2k counters overall to kind of counter out maybe more early game aggro decks. And so this Sanji is very good because he is a blocker, and as you guys can see, he's a 2k counter. Now, not only that, he supposedly is a 6 cost, but while you have 2 or fewer Dawn cards than your opponent, in your hand this card costs 3 less. So this is a 3 cost card if you have less Dawn than your opponent, 2 or less, which is obviously very easy because with red purple law, we will be going down on Dawn constantly. And now, this actually complements the new strategy. In case you don't know, Sakazuki will be banned. We're still gonna have to deal with him in OP06 and in AB01, but on OP07 he will get banned. Why did Trafalgar Law become so popular and so strong since Sakazuki got banned? Because Sakazuki was the only leader that could take away 2 bodies from board constantly, with consistency. So, what happens is now, with the new shift in the meta in OP07, the most popular is people still run a lot of board removal, but most of that board removal spends resources, a lot of resources, in most decks actually. So most decks can only take away 1 body per turn. So what you kind of do with the red purple law now is you run these cards that I just mentioned and you do this. Let's just give an example with Ein and Shashin Penguin. You try to go second most of the time now, because most of them are 4 cost. You do not play Zoro Juro, once again I'll explain it, he's the 3 cost, but you kind of really like to go second now, and what you do is, on your second turn, you swing with leader, you know, first, then you play Ein will give you 1 Dawn, and then you just use your leader ability, do not take any bodies on board of your opponent, and then just play like Shashin Penguin. Shashin Penguin will, per example, give you every single Dawn that you had to use from your ability back. So you get 1 from Ein and 2 from Shashin Penguin, that's the whole regeneration from the cost. So you're playing 2 bodies kind of for free, you know, without losing Dawn. But you can do this with cards like Bond Clay. You can play Ein, then you play Bond Clay, regenerating 2 Dawn, which makes you overall just losing 1 Dawn per turn. So pretty much what you do is you kind of try to overwhelm your opponent with your board building instead of going more aggressive, because that's the strategy you had to do when Sakazuki was around by playing for Zoro Rush and for Kid and Killer. Now you don't need that, because people will only be taking away 1 body per turn. The only thing you gotta take notice is, obviously, the only people that can take away 2 bodies are yellow most of the time because of their triggers from life with Onami or Thunderbolt, just to give an example. So yeah, you guys need to take care of that. So that's why I believe right now, in my opinion, by the way guys, Red Purple Law is the second best deck to play in OP07. This is not with statistics, sorry, I'm pronouncing it wrong. This is just my opinion from what I'm seeing from gameplays and a little bit from first glance here on the tops. He looks like the second best deck, and NL is the best deck, to be honest. So yeah, so with that, only taking away one body on your board per turn makes you able to just play Ein, play Shashin Penguin with leader effect. Then let's imagine they take one of these out. Next turn you guys can be playing, let's imagine, a Bonclay, leader effect, and you play Beppo. People are not be playing Zoro because he's a 3 cost 4k, he's just too easy to remove. And so people just run the Beppo. It's just better to run the Beppo. I never liked Zoro, so yeah, this is the only, I believe this is the only deck list that is playing Zoro. I'll get to the others, but that's the strategy. You play 2 bodies per turn. If they remove one, you're playing 2 bodies next turn. Not only that, this is why the Queen is coming back now. I am going to be playing 2 Queen on OP07. Because you are playing more Dawn regen, you will be able to play 5 costs and lose this Dawn more frequently, which is, I believe, is why this guy is playing 2 Blocker Law. Again, the strategy now is to ramp more up with your Dawn and build board as much as you can. So you can play cards like Queen and Blocker Kid much more frequently. And then you have Shiraya to counter things like Yamato, and Sanji, which is your 2k and blocker that you kinda need to balance the deck out. So yeah, this is a very needed card, unfortunately. We do not run as much power depletion. We are going with the 4 Gordons and 4 Race Max, just like I do still, but we are not playing 4 laws, promo laws, we are only playing 2. Everybody's playing 2. I did test some of these deck lists on my own just to try and see combos, test hands and so on, and 2 is totally fine. You do not need most of your power depletion. You kind of just need to build board, and then there will be 1 or 2 turns where you'll just be attaching 2 Dawn and making those magical 7k swings onto rested bodies or life to try and take out cards from hand, or the life. To red purple law, either way is good, because we will be being very aggressive with our swings, and so people need to take away their cards in hand sooner or later, and they'll be discarding 2 to 3 cards. So yeah, we do not care if they take life or they counter with 2 cards anymore. So that's the strategy. You ramp up, try to build as much board. People will be probably taking 1 body per turn, but you can kinda outrun that removal by just playing 2 bodies again. For example, you play Ein and you play Shashin Penguin, you have the 4 Dawn back. Next turn you'll be at 6 Dawn. This can let you play like a Gordon, deplete the power, play Kid, remove the body, and then just play like Bonclay and you still regenerate 2 Dawn. Things like that. You can play Reiju. You will not be going down so much on Dawn. So yeah, that's the strategy overall. It's very nice. Let's just go over some other decks. Right now here you guys see 2 Ein and 2 Beppo, which I don't agree. Again, I've tested this strategy out, and let me tell you, just running the Dawn ramp is insanely good. So this man is running the 4 Rush Zoros. Some people still prefer the AB01 strategy, which is to go all out. I mean, if you don't have Sakazuki, that means these Rush Zoros and Kid and Killers may have more value than just dropping them on the board, then swing with them and they'll probably get removed. They still will probably get removed. People will prioritize taking your board than your lives, but it's good. We can, again, we just outrun them with a lot of aggression. So yeah, next one over here. So he's playing 3 queens, he's playing 4 blocker laws. Maybe I'll try to remove some Shirayas. The reason I really don't know about the blocker laws, it depends how popular the yellow-green Yamato will be on the west. Because if she is, I would prefer a Shiraya to at least have a man easy to defend. Because we kind of need to make sure we have a body on the field when she plays on Ami and swings for life combo. So yeah, we would just lose Law and we could keep Shiraya. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I'll try to block her loss. But as you guys can see, this is playing the Beppos, Eins as well with the Bonclays. Not playing the Zoro Rush, just playing the Kid and Killers. He's playing 1-5 Fist, it's fine. This still has a good value against black decks and mostly green decks now. So yeah, you can just deplete a 7k cost easily and remove it, which is 7k is very popular on the green color, so yeah. But as you guys can see, 4 Raise Max for Gordon, 2 Trafalgar Law. So the core is pretty much there. You guys understand the strategy now. And lastly here, this man is playing Ace. Ace is much more viable now, I must admit this. Why? Again, simple strategy of ramping Dawn. If you play Ein and Shashin Penguin on your first turn, next turn you'll be at 6. Or, if you want, on your second turn, you just play Ein and you ramp up to 5, pass turn, next turn you'll have Dawn for the Ace. That's it. And since you're playing Ace 1 turn earlier, Ace will have much more value with his depletion of 3k. And obviously he is a body that will stay very often, because it's just very hard to remove with 7k power and 7 cost. So yeah, you guys can still, I think 2 or 3 is the number to go, 4 is just bricky. So yeah, do keep attention with that. You guys can think about playing Ace a lot now, but as long as you keep the core of Dawn ramping, which I believe is most important, and you keep the 2ks with the blocker, it should be fine. Yeah, I kind of agree with this, not gonna lie. With the 2 queens, 2 laws maybe, I would take away this Ace, just play the Shariah, 3 Shariahs maybe. Yeah, that would be more my style. Take away this actually. Yeah, actually this is the one I agree with the most. And I would just make some adjustments on here. Just take away like Law and Ace, and take away 2 laws. This will leave me with there's someone missing here. Let me see. But yeah, so this is all I needed to say. I'm just dragging this out now. Make sure you understand. Now without Sakazuki, people only remove one body per turn. This means if you are doing this combo of playing a Dawn Ramper like One Clay or Ein at the beginning, or even Beppo sometimes, and then just use your leader ability to play another Dawn Ramper, you pretty much are building, outrunning their removal, making 2 bodies per turn and not easy to remove bodies. And then this will leave you more Dawn to play things like blockers that will help you with the hand size, or keeping the Dawn, or controlling the Dawn, the enemy's Dawn. Jesus, what the hell is happening with me today? It's a very simple strategy, but a very strong strategy, I must say. Without Sakazuki in the picture, this is very safe to go, and I've been testing some hands, and it works like a charm. So hopefully you guys understood. If you guys have any questions, please do ask. Thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe, and goodbye.